Hey guys, it's Kristen, co-founder of ServiceCrowd. We help small digital and marketing agency owners get up out of the weeds so they can feel like they're running their business and not like their business is running them. This week in agency management, I have been thinking about a framework that we use with our clients to help our clients understand the kind of client relationships they are built and want to build to support. So this is a kind of framework where there's not really a right answer. You're not necessarily trying to sort of move up a hierarchy. This is meant to be both descriptive of where you are now and prescriptive for where you want to be as an agency, and a discussion of the pros and cons that come with each of these definitions. From there, you can understand what investments you need to make to kind of make that happen or to sustain the client relationships that you already have. So I'll talk about that after I describe the framework. But again, I want to emphasize that the goal here isn't to move up the hierarchy. It's kind of going to sound like that when I describe it, but we see agencies that have really strong client relationships in all of these relationship types. So the first type we call basic provider. That is a trusted, responsive vendor who the client asks for something and they get it, and they get the quality, delivery. They get exactly what they asked for, and they're happy about it. But the client had to ask, right? The second relationship type we call preferred provider. This means that you're the go-to vendor, but it's for a narrow set of services that may be all you provide, or it might be a subset of your services. But for example, you might be an end-to-end marketing, B2B marketing agency, and your clients typically come to you for one of your pillars, right? And they're really happy and they trust you for strategy within that very narrow set of services, but they're not asking for big outcomes from you. The third relationship type is partner. That's where you actually have a seat at the planning table. And instead of saying, hey, we need you to build us a LinkedIn campaign, your clients are coming to you saying, hey, we need to drive $40 million in incremental pipeline this fiscal year, right? And then you're working with them to figure out how you're going to do that as a team. Finally, there is a tier that we call visionary. This is rare, but this is when you are essentially on the bleeding edge of technology, of the type of service that you provide, and you are actually shaping how that industry is forming. So, I mean, you think about people like Accenture, like the big firms that are sort of moving the industry with them. They would be in the visionary pile. Pile? Tier, not tier, type. You get what I'm saying. Nothing's wrong with being in any of these and wanting to serve your clients in each of these ways. Each can be healthy and sustainable if and only if your agency's expectations, capabilities, and operations are all aligned around it. Where agencies run into trouble is when marketing and sales promise one type of relationship and delivery and client success are structured to deliver another. Classic take on this is if your marketing and sales promise that partner strategic partnership, that partner relationship where you are sitting at their planning table, and then what they get from you initially doesn't indicate that you're capable of that, right? Or that that's what you want, or that that's what you're built to do, I should say. You might be capable and you might choose not to do it, so that's not what you're built to do. That misalignment is where you're going to see client churn and team frustration and potentially even team burnout, right? Because that's where you get a lot of your delivery team saying, oh my God, what did the salesperson sell? We don't understand. So the real work here is clarity. You're going to decide what relationship you're best positioned to support and make sure everybody aligns around that and understands it, and align every client touch point around that vision. That's the framework we use to help our clients build stronger, stickier relationships with their clients and drive sustainable revenue. So this week, I would love it if you would let me know what kind of provider, vendor, supplier, however your clients think of you, you are, and what type of relationship your agency is built to deliver.